telling those lies about me. Not lies, just the truth. I'm going to keep on until I've got a good...
For some tabloid editors, the very concept of truth is a tough one to get their heads around.
We don't always write to please the readers. We present the truth.
You attempt to put forward one version of the truth. Can we at least agree on that?
I won't put anything in the paper unless I think that it is true.
Well, that's certainly correct in relation to a fact. There are certain facts which either occurred or did not occur. You know, Mr. Whittow, that the question is directed to something else. It's directed to comment, it's directed to opinion. And I think we must agree that your objective is to put forward one version of the truth, isn't it? Because if the answer is no, your objective is to put forward only the truth, then there isn't a need to show both sides of a story because there isn't another side of a story. Do you see the logic of that?
Yes.
For the past 2 decades, if you ever felt a newspaper wasn't being truthful, you could complain to the Press Complaints Commission, a body funded and managed by newspapers to decide when newspapers should punish themselves. What could possibly go wrong there?
3-year-old Madeleine McCann, a little girl from Leicester on her first ever foreign holiday.
Her parents were having dinner at a nearby restaurant. They say she's been abducted.
Please, if you have Madeleine, let her come home.
If you actually look and analyse properly what happened at Leveson, the McCann case is the worst case of all, because they suffered day on day on day speculation, suggesting to the point that they were actually responsible for the disappearance and possible murder of their child.
They're saying there's blood in the apartment. They're saying that you were involved in, Madeleine's been killed and you were involved.
It's almost to me as if a whole section of the press lost any sense of fellow feeling with the rest of humanity. Human beings just got lost in it and they became stories.
The reporting quickly became highly speculative. The PCC were not fit to deal with the accusations, the nature of them, the number of them and the severity.
But the papers themselves, I think, get to that point where they think, one's done it, so I'll now get away with it.
They didn't know the source, didn't know whether it was accurate. It was exaggerated and often downright untruthful, and often, I believe, on occasion was made up. We could only assume they were acting for profit.
And profit the press did, with the Daily Express quickly discovering that the more speculation and innuendo they pummeled the McCanns with, the more money they made. And the Press Complaints Commission did as the press designed them to do. They looked the other way. Not that Hugh Whittow seemed very grateful.
They should have intervened, everybody had too much leeway. There was nobody intervening at all, and as a result, the story carried on and on and on.
Are you seriously putting that forward as a reason that the PCC failed to stop you freely publishing defamatory articles?
As I say, look, it was one of the things that was happening at the time.
Hugh Whittow's argument before Leveson that the Press Complaints Commission were the ones at fault is extraordinary, because you're actually saying the regulators should have regulated me better.
I mean, it's not what I would call a foolproof, morally right approach to journalism. That just sums up what the Daily Express do.
It's a perfect example of weird press logic, in that he's saying, well, the reason I published these terrible lies about the McCanns is because no one stopped me. What does he want people to do? Lock him up?
It's a pretty ballsy rationale. Don't blame me for my behaviour, blame yourselves for not stopping me. I think it was time to put Hugh Whittow's philosophy on life to the test. Hello? He's gone, yeah. He's on his way. All right, see you in a bit. Game on. Right. Give it 30 seconds. There you are. I've been waiting ages. You could have intervened earlier. What are you doing? You should have stopped me. What can I say? You should have stepped in, Hugh. You'd let me just keep putting them on, and on, and on, and on. So you give the PCC a call, they're really hot on things like this. They'll pick me up on this, no worries. You got her a bit earlier on. Could have saved all this time. We both know whose fault this is. It's not like we can hold me responsible for my own actions now, is it? You dropped a couple.